Guys, it's Alex at Booktube Mommy. Welcome to my channel. So I guess you can tell by the title of today's video, I'm doing a Spookathon TBR. Well, I decided to do the Spookathon 2019 for this year because I haven't done many of these before. I think I tried to do the Tome Topple Challenge a couple years ago, and that didn't work. So I decided to do the Spookathon this year because I decided I wanted to get into more thrillers and scary things, or books I normally stand on my shelf forever that I haven't picked up, been meaning to, but never have. This would be perfect for me to get into the books that have been sitting and collecting dust for I don't know how long. So I guess I'll go ahead and share the list with you first, and I'm going to leave it down in my description box so that you can see it too and copy from it. I'll also leave Books and Lala's channel down there too, so you can see her original announcement video. Okay, so I'll share the first book, which is a thriller. It's Kathy Reich's Bones to Ashes. This is actually based on the Bones series. Featuring Temperance Brennan. I've seen a couple of episodes of Bones and they're really good, so I decided, yeah, let me get this one and it's a story about Temperance finding the body of her childhood best friend. I thought, whoa, finding her childhood best friend dead? Not many people can say that, so I was like, I want to see how this forms this character, even though this is the 10th story in the Bones novel or the Bones series. I guess I can get right into it because my dad got into it with no problem. I guess I can too, I hope. This is more or less a thriller, mystery type story that I don't read a lot of. I read more like Robert Galbraith type novels. And oh yeah, Kathy Reich's Bones to Ashes. Number 2 is Read a Red Book, and I chose The Blazing World by Siri Hustvedt. I chose this because I found it on Book Outlet. That's where I found it. And the cover itself is gorgeous. Look at it real quick. The cover is red and it's beautiful. So beautiful. And this story is about an artist named Harriet Burden who struggles to get art critics to critique her work. And she decides, as a part of a social experiment, to hire 3 men to pass off her work as their own. And one of the 3 men ends up betraying her, and someone actually dies in the story. So I thought, whoa, that sounds interesting. So it's literary, but I think it's more like contemporary literary fiction and delves more into the story of her rather than the men. I don't know, but it really is kind of a literary story. So I guess if it were contemporary, Books and Lala might pick it up. I don't know, but it's something that I normally would read because I love reading stories about artists. So The Blazing World by Siri Hustvedt. Number 3 is Read a Book with a Spooky Word in the title, and I decided to choose Burial Rites by Hannah Kemp. This story is about a girl who is charged with the murder of 2 men, and her name is Agnes is her name, I'm sorry. And the spooky word is obviously burial. I think the concept of burial is spooky in a sense because it deals with death. So Burial Rites by Hannah Kemp. Number 4 is a story with a spooky setting, and I do like the author who wrote this book. It is These Shallow Graves by Jennifer Donnelly. She is a really good writer, and I thought this setting, the cover and everything was spooky, so I decided to pick this one up as part of that spooky setting. These Shallow Graves by Jennifer Donnelly. Number 5 is something I wouldn't normally read. And once again, I'm sorry for the noise in the background. My husband's cooking and my kids are hungry, so I decided to try to get a quick video in before dinner. While I do read books within this subgenre, which is like Carnival Stories, I normally don't read them set in like a YA darker type thing. I normally like them as as historical fiction, type of contemporary, realistic type deal, with the exception of Night Circus. That one was really good, but that's not normally the Carnival story I read. I've always loved Carnival settings and freak show settings. So the story is Carnival by Stephanie Garber. This is a book I normally don't read because it's YA, and I think it is also fantasy too. I don't know, I think it is historical, but I don't normally read this type of story, so that's why I chose it. And the cover is also dark too. it's got black, red, blue, and white, but the black and red, and it's dark. So I said, why not for Spookathon? Because it's dark cover anyway. So yeah, this is a book I normally wouldn't read. That's it for my video. I hope you didn't mind the noise. And if you like me and you like my content, don't hesitate to click subscribe down below. Leave me a like and comment, and I'll see you next time.